And as you've noticed, we do have a guest to my right and our right. Desiree Mobed, the director of the Harwich Historical Society, has come to join us this morning. And
Thank you.
You know, a lot of people think that the Brooks Academy Museum is shuttered and closed, but there's actually a lot going on, isn't there?
That's it. In between all those piles of snow we've been working and trying to get ready for the coming season. And for museums on Cape Cod, of course, we typically open in June and we run through October. So we've been very busy researching and preparing for the upcoming season, and we're really looking forward to it. I'd also like to add that despite all the weather, the contractor, David Ottinger, has been hard at work on the Kroll Barn. So there's been a lot of progress. Yes. The windows are up and they look fabulous. And you know, we are anticipating a wonderful opening in June.
Oh, very nice.
That's great.
What are some of the things that are going to be coming up?
Yes,
Desiree?
well, you know, just listening to all the exciting things happening in Harwich, there's something for everyone, absolutely. But the Society has partnered with Brooks Free Library, and as part of their Harwich Reads program, we are offering the history of gardening. And specifically, you know, as it might relate to Cape Cod, of course, because when the early settlers came, you know, they certainly brought some of the plants that they were familiar with, and then, you know, they learned about what grew well in this rock, you know, sandy soil. And, you know, as time went on, the mariners, of course, you know, brought plants back from their voyages afar. And, you know, it's all added to the landscape of Cape Cod. And it's very interesting, you know, to take a look at all of that and pare back the different layers of gardening history. So we have a very special speaker coming from Groton, Connecticut, Leslie Evans, who's the director of the Avery Cott Museum. She's a master gardener and has done some landscapes and design work for other museums, and she's going to be coming to do this talk. And it's going to be on Saturday, March 21st at 2 o'clock at Brooks Free Library. And it is free, so I hope people will take some time out and come join us.
Wow, that sounds pretty good.
It does.
Yeah.
You would never think about that. And,
No,
and
you
connect,
don't.
you know, the settlers bringing plants and that they were familiar with, and you know, they're not all indigenous to Cape Cod.
No, they're not. And of
Yeah.
course, for them, you know, it was very important because you couldn't just go to the pharmacy to pick up your medicines or to the grocery store, of course. They, you know, they had to think about what would grow so that they could feed their families, what they were used to eating, you know, and whether or not that would transition to this world, you know, this side of the, you know, the Atlantic. And then, you know, look at medicines, and, you know, so they had a lot of uses for plants.
Now,
And so it was
the
very
Indians
important.
used to grow a lot of corn.
They did, and they grew, you know, other things that they, you know, introduced the settlers to. So, you know, this is, it's all part of the story, and it'll be a very interesting program, and I hope people will join us. Again, it's Saturday, March 21st, 2 o'clock at Brooks Free Library, and it's a free program.
And do people need to register for this,
No,
Desiree?
They
no,
just
they
come.
don't.
They
Yeah,
just
there's
come.
plenty of
Wow.
seating over there, so
Wow, that
Very
sounds
good.
really
it'll be
It
a
does
great
sound interesting.
opportunity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, you've got some things planned for this summer, obviously.
Oh, we do.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's going to be a very busy place.
It's going to be a very busy place, and when we put together our calendar, we just couldn't even imagine how it would all fit on a piece of paper. So thank goodness for the web. So please check out our website, harwichhistoricalsociety.org, for a complete listing of upcoming events, and like us on Facebook.
Ah, very good.
Excellent.
Yeah. Well, we really appreciate you stopping
Thank
by.
you.
And
It's always good to visit you all and talk about what's going on.
yeah, you know, a lot of people think, gee, you know, what could be going on in that old building? And there's an
there's
awful
a
lot.
lot.
There really is.
Yeah.
Well, the other thing about snowstorms you discover is that people have time to research their own family history or the questions they've always wanted to know. So we've been answering a lot of those types of questions as well.
Oh, interesting.
Very good.
Yes.
Very, very good. Well, thanks, Desiree. We appreciate
Thank you very much.
coming. And,
Appreciate it.
Get over there and see that great program coming up on the 21st of March at 2 o'clock.
Yes, and it's at the library.
At the library,
right.
yeah.
Very good.
Very good. So excellent.